Are you the girl, lady, woman who keeps seeing all these ladies out here growing their hair from bald to butt while your hair have been stuck and struggling for ages now? You've tried to grow your hair but it just doesn't budge, and you are wondering, what are these ladies out here doing? Is it genetics or is it some kind of magic potion that you are in the dark about? Well sis, you've clicked on the right video, because today I'll be spilling the tea to you and sharing 16 things that these ladies are out here doing that's growing their hair. And FYI, I've done these 16 things to get my hair from here to here as well. So these things I'm about to share with you are very effective, and they are tested and proven things that you wouldn't want to miss out on. So please stay tuned, watch this video from start to end, because you do not want to miss any of this information. Just before we get into these things though, please help me out by giving this video a thumbs up, subscribing, and at the end of this video, please be sure to leave your feedback below so that we can interact with each other. Number 1, women with long hair avoid excessive manipulation. You won't find them styling, detangling, combing, touching their hair every day, because they know that excessive manipulation causes breakage. They know the importance of giving their hair a break, and whenever they do manipulate their hair, you will notice that they are gentle, they take their time, and they are intentionally patient with their natural hair. Most women that stay stuck at a certain length for years are stuck because their hair keeps breaking off. It's not that their hair isn't growing, it just keeps breaking off, and majority of the time it's because of manipulation. Number 2, they trim less and focus more on the health of their hair. And this makes sense, because if you're taking care of your hair, you won't need to trim as often as you would do if you're neglecting your ends. Number 3 is they moisturize. Now, if you're a natural hair girly, you would already know that moisture is important. If you don't moisturize your hair, it will become dry, it will stay dry, and it will break. Number 4, they protective style a lot. And when I say a lot, I mean most of the times they are in a protective style, whether that is twist, braids, cornrows. But what I mostly see is twist and braids. They're mostly in these styles, and these styles seem to work pretty well for them, because these styles give their hair the break that it needs, and it helps them to retain a lot of length. So I guess that's why they are always in one of these styles. And right now I'm in twist, and I can truly say that twist works, because it helped me to grow my hair from twirl to waist length, and I fluctuate between twists and braids, although right now I kind of prefer braids over twists. Number 5, they use eat carefully. You notice I did not say they don't use eat, I said they use eat carefully, because eat is not necessarily bad for our hair, but it's how we use it, how often we use it, and if we are informed before we use it. So you have to do your research, you have to know what temperature, what kind of heat protectant, how you should prep your hair before using heat, what you should do after using heat. Yes, all of that are very important, and it is a part of using heat carefully. Number 6, they are conscious on the effect what the heat can have on their bodies. So these ladies, they try to eat healthy, they try to avoid the junk food, the sweet foods, the salty foods. They just try to have a balanced diet, and just try as much as possible to keep their diet clean, to keep their diet rich, nutritious, and healthy. I'm not saying they're perfect, but they try, okay? So that is a part of growing your hair as well, to make sure that you are feeding your body well, and to make sure that you're focusing not just on the external but the internal as well. Number 7, they don't change products often. Now, these long hair girlies, I hardly see them change products. Some of them, they stick to one set of products for years. For example, Charity Umar, Before she came out with her hair care line, she has been using her shea butter, her coconut oil, her water for years, and her, I think, her Aussie Moist conditioner. And then Indigenous Strands, she has been using her flaxseed gel, her shea butter, her apple cider vinegar for the longest while. She now has her hair care line, but trust me, those are her staples, and she's even included them in her hair care line. So these ladies, they stick to a set of products, and they keep using these products as long as they keep working. Number 8, they do DIYs. Right, DIYs is what some of these long hair ladies thrive on. Their hair thrives on these DIYs. If you notice Indigenous Strands, she's always making some kind of flaxseed gel, some kind of oil with some herbs, and just her DIY shampoo with soap nut or apple cider vinegar. And then Curlcode, on the other hand, she also uses flaxseed. Sometimes you'll find her using Ayurvedic herbs, a mixture of Ayurvedic herbs to make a paste or to make an oil to use on her hair. DIYs are a vital part of these ladies' routine because DIYs are herbs, and herbs were given to us by God for healing purposes. And if it has healing purposes, then it will be very beneficial for your hair and scalp and very helpful in helping with hair growth. So why not utilize them, right? These ladies have been doing these herbal teas, herbal mixtures, and it has been working well for their hair. It has helped them on their hair growth journey. Number 8, they don't wash their hair excessively, but when needed. Most of these long hair ladies that I watch and I'm familiar with, they either wash their hair bi-weekly or monthly. I seldom see them wash their hair weekly, right? Because if it's not necessary, you won't find them doing it. Cleansing your hair is important, but what is also important is knowing when to do it and knowing not to overdo it, because if you overdo it, you can cause damage to your hair. You'll end up with hair that is dry, that is brittle, and that's just not getting the time to produce its natural sebum that coats the hair and actually protects the hair from breakage, from damage from the environment, and so on. Number 10, they use a lot of natural ingredients. They pay attention to their labels, and whatever they're buying, they make sure that it's not loaded with chemicals, but it has natural ingredients that will actually benefit their scalp and hair. And if they cannot find that, they will literally make their own products, whether it be DIY or something that they make and also sell to share with their supporters. Number 11, they have a routine. A routine is very important. If you don't have one routine, like, you're not ready to grow your hair. In life, everything you do, you have a routine, right? To go to work, you actually set up a routine, so you know that you have to get up in the morning, get yourself ready, get dressed, take a taxi. So it's the same with your natural hair. You have to have a routine. You have to know when you're going to wash your hair, when you're going to moisturize your hair, when you're going to do a protective style, take down your protective style, and just, you have to have something in place so that you know the different steps that you need to take care of your hair, and everything runs smoothly so that you're not stressed out, and so that you know exactly what to do to keep your hair growing healthy and long. Their routine are usually very simple and very to the point, so they don't have a lot of overwhelming things in their routine. They don't have 50 steps. It's very simple. Most of the time it involves washing their hair, conditioning, styling, keeping in a protective style, and then when the time rolls around, whether it be a month or 6 weeks to take down a style, they take it down and then they repeat the process. Number 12, they're mostly consistent. You notice I said mostly, not always. They're human beings, so they won't always be consistent. They will, fall off sometimes or slack off sometimes, but for the most part, they try to be consistent. They try to stick to their routine, and they try to do the things that's working for their hair as frequent as they can. Number 13, they do less environmentally exposed hairstyles. Right, these are hairstyles like your afro, like your eye puffs, that when you have those styles, your hair tends to get dry a bit quicker, frizzy, tangled a bit quicker. So they do these styles, but they limit them because they know that doing these styles a lot are not very sustainable, because you need to be touching your hair a lot more often than you would necessarily have to do when you're having a protective style. Number 15, they embrace their texture. Now, the first thing in growing out your natural hair is that you have to accept the hair growing from your scalp. If you don't accept it, you will not love your hair, you will hate it, you will think and talk bad about it, and that will literally prevent your hair from growing. If you're speaking negative about your hair will have nothing to thrive on, right? Your hair will not have the push it needs from you, the individual. And number 16, which is the last, they keep going. In order for your hair to grow, you have to keep going, right? You can't just give up when something is not working. You have to keep pushing, keep going, do more research, get more information, find out what you need to start doing or what you need to stop doing. You have to push yourself, because just like anything in life, it takes time, patience, it takes energy, research, passion for you to achieve something. So you have to want to achieve long hair to achieve it. Because if you don't want something, you won't put in the work to get it. You won't put in the research, you won't put in the energy, the time to achieve it. So they keep going, they don't give up, because their hair is stuck at a certain place. And with that said, we've come to the end of this video. I hope you learned something, and I hope you'll start doing these 16 things, because just and believe me when I say these 16 things, they actually work. And if you start doing them today, you will see a difference in your hair. So please remember, if you haven't done that as yet, to like, to share, to subscribe, and remember to leave your comments down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.